Well, if you made it this far, this is part 2 of I don't know how many parts this is going to be. Basically removing all the rust and hopefully painting it. I have a lot of work ahead of me if you can't see. But most of this is probably going to be just like time lapse, and it'll just be me cleaning the entire floor and hopefully getting rid of all of the rust. At least I want to get rid of all the rust, make everything savable. I can see where points of the car where I'll need to reinforce in the future and a lot of things like that. So this is a good learning process. I also learned that the transmission tunnel in these cars is cardboard, so that just like slid right out of there. That was weird. These cables do just look like an indoor wiring cable, because I think this one just looks like, wherever the end of it is, that just looks like an audio cable. And they're both running to the back of the car, which is interesting. I'm gonna see if I can get these out of here. And I've noticed that the two weird cables were zip tied together, so that can only mean that they were put in at the same time, I think. Like these were just wires that were spliced together. I want to cut it, but I feel like there's no power running to it, so I have just some indoor cable right here. Now I have everything wire brushed. There's a lot of surface rust still there, but I cleaned most of it off. It doesn't look like anything is too bad in there. Next step is going to be some of this rust dissolver. This stuff works great. Very dangerous though, don't breathe it in. Yeah guys, this is about all the farther I got today. Rust can't get any worse if it doesn't exist, you know, so may as well get rid of all of it as much as possible. This one still, I need to do a lot down here still, but it's coming together. So I actually got this little brush that attaches onto the end of the hose. It doesn't fit very well, but I'll just cover my hand with that. And attach it to a shop vac, and now I can spray some shampoo on here and then vacuum it up, and I can do that to all the carpets and make them look pretty good. Carpets turned out quite good actually. They're black again rather than just dusty. Both of them, both sets. I guess there's a driver and a passenger side. I used some simple green, just sprayed that on. Who would have thought that that worked so good for carpets? So these two do go to the speakers. I'm just gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna cut them off because I don't plan on keeping the speakers. And if I was to have speakers in here, they definitely wouldn't be those ones. There goes this. I'll probably cut them a little shorter so you can't see them. Got all those wires out of there. That's a bunch of spaghetti mess that doesn't need to be in there. Picked up this product called corroseal, and apparently you can apply it to rusty surfaces. I got rid of a lot of the rust on there, but some of it I can't get rid of, so some of it's gonna stay, and I'm just gonna coat it in this. Now I'm gonna clean the whole surface with some isopropyl alcohol, and hopefully I can get rid of all the rest of the dust. So I got the whole bottom wiped down with some rubbing alcohol. It all has evaporated. I'm gonna vacuum it one more time, and then I can go ahead and start putting the corroseal on. Sorry about the fan noise. I'm trying to get it aired out in here as much as possible. This says it doesn't smell, but I don't believe it, so I'm about to find out. I always love when it says no odor, but then it just stinks like no tomorrow. Start with that and go from there. Also says mix it. Kind of smells like glue. It smells like Elmer's glue. This is a very interesting coating. It dries clear when it's just on paint, but it dries like black. Like it looks like mold when it dries onto rust and bare metal. That's super interesting. I've given this stuff well over 24 hours to cure, and honestly it's a very wacky product. Like, it turned a lot of this rusty stuff black, which is super interesting, and the rest of it's just clear. So I'm gonna hit it with a undercoating and hopefully turn it black so that it doesn't look all bad like that. So prepping up the inside for paint. Painting is basically 90% prep work, so do as much as you possibly can. Got it all masked up, and I'm actually gonna use undercoating inside because since it's already sealed, it doesn't really matter what I use on it as long as it's something on top of that. So undercoating is, this is a rubberized one, but it's definitely more paint-like than undercoating in my opinion. I've used this stuff before, but it should look good in here. It's not made to be a perfect paint job, it's just supposed to get the job done. Boom, there we go. All the paint is laid down. I'm only gonna do one coat because I don't see a reason to do multiple on this. It's all gonna dry and look like that. Parts of this is still wet. It doesn't look too shabby. I think it looks a lot better than what it was. Yeah, I just gotta clean up all the other stuff and it'll be good to go. I'm gonna let it dry overnight. If you guys like the video, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and throwing me a comment. There'll be a part 3 out probably next week, but see you guys in the next one.